first known as the Meadowlands. EA Sports welcomes you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants on Sunday Night Primetime. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing right away is Dart. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Wright out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 18 yards on the connection. That's good for a Giant first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Tag! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Domino 18. Mustang 19. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. First down throw there is incomplete.
When you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets. And if he continues to make plays like that, their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Really nice job there. They're setting an early tone up front. And listen, these small runs, these conversion runs, they don't seem like a big deal right now. But over the course of the game, expect this offensive play caller to use these downs to build off of. So what looks small now down the line could pay a lot bigger dividend.
That'll be caught. It's Jalen Wright. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. A pickup there of 13. First down, Giants.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Quick throw to Neighbors on the RPO. And he's in! Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. The extra point is good. The Giants will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. First carry now for Jaden Blue. And he'll get about 4 to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. He'll get this complete. It's George Pickens. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
That one on the tackle, Terrence Steele. From the shotgun, it's Dak. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Mike Reed getting in to record his 9th sack of the year.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And he's out of bounds. Still short of the first down, but he got a good chunk of yardage back with that one.
It's actually a really nice job there on 2nd down, putting this into a 3rd and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that first down sack. So often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That's into the hands of Jaden Blue. A gain there of 11. First down, Cowboys.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On the ground, it's Kamani Vidal. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Mike Green is there on the stop. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 6. Shotgun snap for Prescott. That one swung out to Blue. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Oh, the elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up 1st and goal.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space, and man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
Play fake. Prescott. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive. Mike Reed is going to need to be accounted for more going forward. Already his 2nd sack on this opening possession. That's complete to Blue. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Giants leading this one early. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. 3rd and goal.
46, 46. Yeah, 46.
Dak to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. Forced to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
First down.
First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
60. Let's go. 60 Bobcat, 60.
That is intercepted. Inside the 20. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Well, they just tried a very short throw, and instead, the defense takes it back the other way, and they come up with a big play, scoring the touchdown.
Mike, for how fast he jumped that route, it almost seems like he was in the huddle and ran the route for the quarterback. I mean, he was there before the receiver, and as you said, there was nothing left to do but take it all the way back the other way.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now return, coming from the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Nice. Come on. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Left side in the hands of Neighbors. And they will finally run him down. A big-time play out of the G-Men. 36 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense had
Big opening up the middle. And he's in. Galen Wright. Touchdown, New York. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about reversed, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
This taken at the 5. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Dak going to throw it here on first down. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
That's quick RPO to Ferguson. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be dragged down but not until he's inside the 25. A huge play for Dallas. 54 yards.
Over the course of my career early on, there was a handful of guys that were downfield threats in the passing game, but they did a lot of stuff in the run game. They were really good extra pass protectors, and if you threw them the ball, they had very sure hands. But what we're seeing now is the ability to get deep and add layers into the secondary as a pass receiving threat, and not only do damage before they catch the ball, but so many of these guys have tremendous ability after the catch.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
To the air again. Prescott. He's got it inside the 5. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. 1st and goal coming up.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Two yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. Good blocking, and he's in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack. And that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. On 1st down, Dart. That one out wide for Wright. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult.
And he will go all the way. Jalen Wright, touchdown, New York. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. No problem there on the extra point. And the Giants will go up by a point here in the 2nd quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
Travel like a dawn, I'm a traveling man. LAX out the Baltimore, the thing in your friends.
Here we go. 26. They'll start this on the ground with Blue. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. 2nd and 10. Here's Dak to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth 1st half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after after this. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Prescott now. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
That's to the right side and incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open. That's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. And he's going to have the Giants' 1st down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive. Rolling right. He'll run again. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Is complete, and they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. Prescott trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short, down at the 1. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. From the 1, 2nd and goal.
Go!
And he'll go the wrong way, trying to use that speed to get out to the pylon. They had to give ground, and they tackle him for a loss.
Well, this loss here, Mike, just completely changes your approach this close to the end zone. And I'm sitting up here in the booth trying to come up with an explanation of how do you lose that many yards. And I bet down on the sideline, this coach, he's doing the same thing.
70 left the track and 60.
He'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. And he's got another one. Jalen Wright. Touchdown, Giants. 3 touchdowns for him now in this one. And he's up to 10 on the year. The extra point is up and through. And the Giants are going to open up the lead to 8. So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And that'll be a pickup of 3. So, 1 half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Play action. It's Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Abdul Carter in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Prescott. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. Mike Green, he's tough to stop all night. Now with 3 sacks in the game. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Prescott. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, and that will necessitate all to the punt team. It's 4th down. On the return, it's Hill. It's a good return here, able to take it across the 50. Set up the offense with a short field.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Demarion Overshown there on the tackle.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5. Play fake. Here's Dart. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Arnold Ebiketie. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
60, check smash, check smash. Go sweep. 19, Lion. Buffalo 18.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming out.
One knocked away. It is incomplete. They go for the RPO and not connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. So the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. This will be returned from just beyond midfield, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. We'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
He'll step up and run, and he takes it down to the 15-yard line. He'll take care of it himself, picks up the 1st down, and a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. And the Giants here will use the 1st of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Dart. Pass complete to Neighbors. after the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 6-yard line.
In here to right. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with the conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1.
19, 18.
He'll try. He will do it himself. He's in. Jackson Dart. Touchdown, New York. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. In this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Prescott on 1st down. Short throw caught by Ferguson. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
The 25, here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. 11 yards on the pass there. 1st down, Cowboys.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A quick throw, going to be caught by Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds as the 1st down completion nets about 3. It is 2nd and 6.
Here we go, 46. Yeah, here we go.
Play action now. Prescott. And completed right side to Ferguson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight. And it gives the team a 1st down. Throw again. Jack. That one swung out to Blue. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Again, Prescott to the air. That's complete to Blue. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
To
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. Dak going to give this to Blue. This will not do the trick. They stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That is pulled in at the 5. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, getting the job done on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense, just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Deontay Banks. A big hole. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, New York. What a stunning turn of events. Greg, looks like they're going in for the score. Instead, they bring it back the other way for the pick 6.
Yeah, I mean, how fast the tables can turn in the NFL, Mike. I mean, 1 minute, as you said, you're rolling the dice, thinking you got a chance to go and get 6. Next thing you know, you're watching the other team take it all the way the other way for a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. We'll start at the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Blue. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it will fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
It's a gain of 20.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
First down.
Now, Prescott. And that is caught on the right sideline, but it's out of bounds, says the official, who was right there. Not the most accurate pass, it's incomplete, and it's 2nd down. To the air again, Prescott. Moving outside the pocket. Now he takes off. And we're going to work this down inside the 45. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
1st down, Prescott. That one to the sideline is over everybody, but now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. On 2nd down, it's down. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on 3rd down.
This guy's really starting to roll now. I mean, his involvement in the passing game just continues to pick up. And until the defense identifies him as a pass threat, I expect this quarterback to keep looking his way.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Now a timeout for the Giants. That is their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
And the Cowboys 1st down.
Here's Prescott. And he'll just throw that one away, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Prescott again. Forced out wide. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding it.
That one going to be intercepted in the end zone if he stayed in bounds. Now the officials say no, it is incomplete. Crisis averted for the offense, at least for the moment. A near turnover there. To the goal line and in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And this is not what they were hoping. For at ball, he's out of bounds on a return, and he's shy of his own 10.
Let's go.
10, here is Dart. Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbors. And he will have the first down. That is not officially going to end the game, but they're going to be able to take the clock way down after that play.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Duran Black. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Here's Dak to throw. Lets it go downfield for Ferguson. And he'll take it on in. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown Cowboys. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
He's now over the century mark, Mike. And I get that this holiday was just started as something fun. It wasn't meant to impact how teams prepare for games necessarily. But I have to wonder, Mike, with it being National Tight Ends Day, will he have a little extra look or two his way to help him reach this total? I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
A safe kick taken at the 5. And not the best of returns. He'll dive to the ground to give himself up. On 1st down, Dart will get this into the hands of Neighbors. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Dart going to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. And his guys are going to be set up with a short field as they look to draw closer and perhaps drop even in this one. Here's 1st down. To throw is Prescott. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw is Dak. He'll go right and find his running back. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the 1st down after a gain of 7. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. 3rd and short. Prescott. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And this will be a touchdown. They are within a 2-point conversion of coming back to tie this game. Listen to this crowd. These guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And this is caught. He's able to hang on. They get the 2 points, and we are tied in the final minute of play.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the
So,
Cowboys.
not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late 4th as the kickoff comes. Now return coming from the 7. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
At their own 20-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. The Giants can call their third and final timeout. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That is hard. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. A big one here in the 4th quarter. A gain of 57 yards.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
So, overtime coming up. Quick reminder of the rules. Each team guaranteed 1 possession. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts. All the replays come from upstairs. If this first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. 4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Out of the gun, a give to Blue. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. A quick throw, going to be caught by Pickens. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. So 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Gonna work it to land on the RPO. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pick up of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. In motion, Lamb. The RPO, that one is complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Here's a 3rd down and 4. That's complete. Left side to Pickens. And he's going to get this close to a 1st down, but he's out of bounds a yard short, and that's going to make it 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. Again, Prescott to the air. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he's going to pick up the Cowboys' 1st down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Cowboys.
They'll run with Blue. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
It is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more. Of course they would have loved to finish this with a touchdown, of course. But this is the next best thing. You come out here in overtime, you get the early lead going up by 3, and now you put it on your defense. Can they come up with one stop to win this football game?
Now, here comes a return from the 9. Past midfield. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return. Now a first throw here in overtime. That one out wide for Wright. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, Dart. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
And 2.
Got it. Ready? Drop ball 80. Let's go.
Dart gonna hold on to it himself.
And a nice job there defensively on 3rd down, not overcommitting to their pass rush. Having a plan for this quarterback as a designed runner. They're able to stop him short for first down.
And he will have a Giants first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on that 4th and inches. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there.
19 yards.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Wright. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jalen Wright. Touchdown, Giants. So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters. Able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with the victory. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.